What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness across all social media platforms, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In this series, I take my TikToks and YouTube shorts and make them longer. Today's episode is going to be about how narcissists will make you feel guilty about wanting to leave them or wanting to choose a better life over them. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much.
One of the reasons it's so hard to get away from a narcissist is because of this deep sense of guilt that you feel. Feeling guilty for giving up on them. Feeling guilty for abandoning them. Feeling guilty for leaving them just like everybody else always does. And even when you reach the point where you finally decide that you've had enough and you finally get away from them, that guilt creeps back in and it starts tugging at your heartstrings. The narcissist programmed you to feel that guilt. They pushed their trauma onto you. They planted their sob stories in your head so that you would feel bad for them, and so that you would feel like it's your job to save them, to change them, to never leave them. But let me ask you a question. Did they feel guilty when they lied to you over and over? Did they feel guilty when they purposely pulled their affection away from you? Did they feel guilty when they knowingly twisted the truth and made you feel like you were losing your mind? Did they feel guilty when they gave you the silent treatment and watched you beg for them to talk to you? Did they feel guilty when they watched you cry yourself to sleep? Did they feel guilty about pretending to be someone that they weren't? You don't have anything to feel guilty for. The guilt that you feel is a lie.
So, welcome back. So, that woman, her name is Cynthia, aka Sinful. She's a creator about narcissistic abuse. She's a survivor. She does coaching. She is a wonderful, wonderful person. I'm going to tag her in the caption and in the description so you can follow her across all social media. And she has a YouTube channel as well, y'all. Follow her on YouTube. She has a lot of good stuff. So, her video right there is just an excellent take. She's real. She's hilarious too, y'all. She does a lot of funny skits like I do. But her video was 100% real. It's true. Narcissistic people want to use guilt as a way, as a manipulation tactic to keep you in this relationship, to keep you there with them, to make you feel bad about leaving. You hear she went like, y'all, she went off. She did. You know, she completely went off on it right there. She said that, like, the narcissistic people want to make you feel guilty about wanting to leave them, wanting to choose a better life. You've been down before. They hold you down underwater. You're fighting for air, and so they make you feel guilty. They're holding you down underwater, and you're fighting to get up and to breathe and to get to that fresh, clean air and things like that. And they make you feel guilty for wanting to breathe. You want to breathe? Like, you're gonna hurt my arm so bad. Like, you know how much strength it takes me try to hold you underwater, and you wanted to breathe more than you care more about yourself than me. You're a narcissist. Like, I was just extending my arm to hold you down, and you hurt my arm fighting for your life. How dare you? You should feel terrible about hurting my arm. Now I have to go to the hospital. You abused me. You see, right? That's how stupid that sounded right there. That's how narcissistic people will make you sound. That's how they will make you feel and things like that, y'all. They will use their guilt against you. They will make you feel guilty about doing terrible things to you. They'll make you feel guilty about trying to hold them accountable for their own actions. Because narcissistic people will refuse accountability. Accountability is kryptonite to narcissistic people. Hold them. You want to know if you're dealing with a narcissist? Hold them accountable for their actions. Leave, like I said, leaving is the easiest way to hold them accountable, but everybody can't leave. You have to have leverage to hold them accountable. Leverage a lot of times involves your ability to maneuver a situation. What do you have what do you have that they need? You. Sometimes it's just you. Removing yourself from the situation is how you hold them accountable. Guilt, y'all. Weaponized guilt is a thing that toxic people use. You know I had a bad childhood. You know I have abandonment issues. So I thought you were gonna abandon me. So it required me to cheat on you with those 45 people. I'm sorry. It could have been 46. I turned one person down. I did. Do I get any credit for that? No. You're gonna make me feel guilty about the other 46, other 45. Wow. No thanks for turning the one person down. Like I have no self-restraint. Look at you. Jesus or Jesus, I don't know. But you see how that works though, y'all. Weaponized guilt is a real phenomenon when you're dealing with narcissistic people. Do narcissists feel guilty about doing the things they do to you? No. Short answer is no. It's deeper than that though, because narcissists feel the spectrum of guilt. My therapist, I've said this before, my therapist asked me, she's like, describe guilt for me. Describe how you feel guilt. And I was like, if I do something bad and I get caught up in it, or if I don't get caught, like, I feel guilty in the moment. I do. I feel guilty in the moment. I was like, damn, I really feel guilty for doing this. Why did I do this right here? But then my mind will automatically, the self-defense mechanism that is a narcissistic brain, my mind kicks in and it makes me blame the other person for my actions. I wouldn't have done this if they wouldn't have done this. So it's inevitably, it's their fault. Their actions led me to react to them by doing my bad thing. So no, I do not feel guilty. They should feel guilty for putting me in this predicament. That's how narcissistic people feel guilt. So do they feel guilty about doing stuff to you to answer Sinful's questions? No, they don't. In the end, they don't. Because they'll just blame you. You were at fault here. You made me do this. You did. You know what I mean? You absolutely did. I have people that I actually know in real life get caught up. They're narcissists. Yeah, I hang around with a few narcissistic people. I really, really do. A lot of them, and most of them are unaware narcissists. I have one that's an aware narcissistic person. He's a cool guy. I love him to death. But the other ones are just unaware and they just throw stuff at the wall and they be trying to talk to me about stuff. And I look, you don't say, I see it. I know manipulation when I see it. Dude got caught with Tinder and Bumble on his phone and somehow it's his girl's fault for going through his phone. They had a committed relationship, but he just had the apps there. Yeah. Somehow it's her fault for making him feel like he was not enough. And it was also her fault for going through his phone because he would have saw it, he would have deleted it himself, and he would have saw it by himself. But yeah, I'm just telling y'all, the way the mind works is wild. To shift that guilt. It's not like, this is the thing where you, like, they make you feel guilty about wanting to leave. Like, hey, I'm fed up, I'm done. I've tried time and time again to get you to love me and care about me and appreciate me the way that I deserve to be loved and cared and appreciated. I have to go. I have to choose me. I love you. I'll always love you. Don't say that. You didn't always. You don't even start right there. Because if you always love me, you would have talked to me about this before. And no, don't you say I tried to talk to you about this, because you didn't. You didn't talk to me about any of this. You just decided to run off and leave me and abandon me just like everybody else does. Just get the hell out of here. Just bye. I don't want to hear anything else you have to say. Bye. Get the hell out of here. Bye. You never loved me. You never cared about me. So bye. I don't care what I did to you, what we went through together. Bye. They'll use it against you. They will. They will make you feel guilty about abandoning them. Like, everybody, you gonna leave me like everybody else? Yes. Why does everybody else leave you? Are you not the issue? Are you not the problem? Are you the central focus of everybody? Everybody leaves you though, right? You know what I mean? Everybody leaves you. Why? Why is everybody leaving you? Central focus on you, big focus on you. Why does everybody leave you? Ask yourself that question right there. Ask yourselves that question right there. Why does everybody decide to leave you? Why is everybody bouncing on you? You see how that works right there? It's the mindset, y'all. Narcissistic people, we like playing the victim. Victims get attention. Victims get sympathy. Victims can make you feel guilty for them. Fake victims make you feel guilty for putting them through things. Like, I'm sorry, I can't stop cheating. I have a sex addiction. I can't stop. I can't. I don't want to stop. And you get caught up in situations like that. You really, really, truly do. So every time you get caught up with a narcissistic person or a toxic person or whatever, you have to understand that they're going to make you feel guilty. They're going to try to make you feel guilty, but the guilt, y'all, it's not your guilt. It's not yours. Release that false guilt that they're putting on you. Release that into the wind, like a damn like some butterflies or some doves at a wedding. Release that dove at that wedding, in that box, in that shoe box at the wedding. Release it. That's the guilt right there. Release that guilt and let it fly into the wind, because it's not yours. It does not belong to you. It belongs to them. They're trying to project their guilt onto you, to make you feel sorry for them, to make you feel sorry for us. I'm a narcissist too, y'all. I've done it before. But yeah, weaponized guilt is a thing. They will take your guilt or take their guilt, sharpen it into a damn Bushido blade, and start smacking people with it. Shh. Oh, you leaving me? Abandonment issues. Oh, you leaving me? Childhood trauma. Oh, you gonna leave me like everybody else does? Adopted. Not adopted. Like grandma raised you more than your mom and daddy. You gonna leave me just like and take my kids, just like my ex did. Victim mode. I'm telling y'all, listen to yourself, listen to your heart. It is not your guilt. Release it into the wild. Release that into the wind. It's not yours to hold. What does it say? It's not yours. It's the Lord's. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. I really, truly appreciate every single person that likes and clicks onto these videos, because guess what? As much as y'all learn from me, I promise you, I learn even more from all of you. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Mental Healness is out. Peace.